So in one of my recent videos, we took a deep dive into the latest Celebrity Cruises webinar, where their president tried to address the community regarding all of the recent changes that are happening on their cruise ships. Unfortunately, her response generated significant criticism, further amplifying the community's concerns. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it for you above. It's a must watch. Today, we're going to discuss her latest response, as well as take a look at some of the new changes that are coming to your next cruise. By the way, if this is your first time here, my name is Tom Sunday. I make weekly cruise videos, and if that's your cup of tea, I'll be thrilled if you hit the subscribe button. The newest video I'm referencing is unlisted on Celebrity Cruises' YouTube page, which means you can only watch it if you have the direct link. They sent this link out to Captain Club members this week. I'll pin a comment below with the link in case you'd like to view the entire video at your convenience. However, today I'll focus on the most important parts to save you some time.
And so since we made some changes in the main dining room, we've been poring over the comments and really reading and understanding what did we get right, what do guests love, and what are maybe some tweaks that we need to make. And so we took it one step further, and I took 19 of my leadership team on board Celebrity Equinox a couple of weeks ago, and it was absolutely fantastic. We did everything. I'm going to get to the food and drink in a minute, but we literally did everything. We all had a schedule from 8 a.m. until midnight or 2 in the morning, and we did all the programming, all the excursions, got to watch our crew members sparring it out with our guests playing volleyball. It was fantastic. But we also spent a lot of time eating. And I know, Andrew, you and I love to eat. So we spent a lot of time eating in all of the venues, but we spent a lot of time in the main dining room, especially at dinner time, because we really wanted to understand and experience what our guests were experiencing. I also had the opportunity to put my chef's hat on. I did some cooking in the Ocean View Cafe. I served ramen to guests. I also was cooking in Lumine and Blue and got to serve guests as well and hear their feedback. We also had some of the team serving coffee and albaccio, working the pool deck, serving drinks. So we really did cover the gamut to do our best to really see the experience that we create through our cruise eyes as well as through our guest eyes. But one of the biggest comments that have come out from our changes that we made was variety. You all thought we were lacking variety. And I have to say, I agree with you. Our day was, our cruise was 6 nights. And by day 3 or 4, I was looking for different types of things. And I know a lot of you sail with us back to back to back to back, and you're really looking for that variety throughout your vacation with us. So I'm really happy to say that we're adding the classics back into their own section, and all of them, whether it was appetizers or entrees, are on the menu. And then we're gonna really add to the variety of our entrees on the main portion of the menu. So all of your things that you love, I think they're going to be coming right back, and I'm really excited about that. So again, I want to be clear, classics are going in their own section again, which I think is one of the things that came out loud and clear from the feedback, and we're going to be adding more entrees, more variety to each of our menus each night, which is really exciting. But the most important thing, Andrea, is there's going to be a chocolate dessert every single night.
And Laura, just so that we can clarify, these changes are going to be implemented by Thanksgiving time, right? Towards the end of November?
Absolutely, yes. We're right in the middle. Like literally, once we got off the ship, we started, with our supply chain teams, et cetera, procuring all the things that we need to put this back on board. Obviously, it takes a little bit of time, but by Thanksgiving, everything will be right back on.
Interestingly, it seems that Laura, the president of Celebrity Cruises, took everyone's advice and sailed on her own cruise line. Coincidentally, I was on that same ship just before her. What a small world. I mean, she literally took the cruise right after me. It would have been a fantastic opportunity to sit down with her and discuss all of the concerns that the celebrity community has been voicing. One of the major concerns that a lot of people were voicing was the dullness of the menu. Folks found it really boring. So increasing choices can make more people happy. I appreciate that Celebrity has listened to these concerns and is acting swiftly to revert some of their own decisions. Now, while they're at it, they should really consider bringing back the beef Wellington to the last formal night of the MDR. This item was removed from the menu, and now it basically lacks a good meat dish. A beef welly was always part of the menu, and it should definitely come back so it can complement the lobster on that last formal night. Furthermore, improving desserts in both the main dining room and the buffet is crucial. Having chocolate every night isn't enough, Laura. Desserts at best currently rate at about a 5 out of 10 and require significant enhancements to bring them up to par. An additional area that also needs improvement is the menu at Blue. Many Aqua guests have reported that they rather order from the main dining room than the Blue menu itself. This isn't because the main dining room menu is exceptionally good, Laura, but it's because the Blue menu has deteriorated over time. It's crucial to address all of the issues that we just talked about, along with many more that were voiced by tons of people in the Celebrity Cruises community. You said that you read every complaint and listened to people's feedback. Well, Laura, it's time to start acting. This is a good first step, but we need many more in order to come back to where we were before. But again, before my personal opinion on this, let's see what else Celebrity announced in this video.
We announced this a little while ago, so our members already know, but it is new since we had you on last, and that is that we're going to be bringing back a designated lounge for our elite and above members during the cocktail hour, which we're very, very excited about. It's something they've been asking for. So thank you for that change as well.
So yes, Andrea, that's correct. I'm so excited to be able to designate a specific lounge a few nights a cruise to provide our guests with the ability to really connect. It's less about the cocktails for all of you and really more about the connection and creating that conversation. So I'm really excited to get to do that a few nights a cruise. I also want to clarify that there's no change to the retreat access for our Zenith members. I did get an email yesterday from one of our Zeniths making sure that there was no confusion with this cocktail lounge that we were adding for our elite and above members to their access to the retreat. And there's absolutely no change. These are two very separate things. I'm super excited, and I know that our Zeniths have already been enjoying that access back to the retreat lounge. And this is separate. This is for elite and above to have some time to get together, to have cocktails, connect, and really share stories.
Now, the second change we're discussing doesn't seem particularly positive or worth much attention, to be honest with you. It entails an exclusive lounge for Captain's Club Elite members and above, available from 5 to 7 p.m. a few days of your cruise. Now, unfortunately, this time frame often coincides with dinner hours, raising questions about its appeal. As mentioned earlier, you obtain free cocktail drinks at any bar, which diminishes the incentives to visit this lounge. Its primary purpose seems to be socializing, something that you can do anywhere on your cruise. I'm wondering where the demand for this lounge came from, as it appears to be a misallocation of resources. In my personal view, this isn't really much of a benefit. I really think that most members will not find this appealing and will probably choose not to attend. If you're looking for ideas on benefits that people would genuinely appreciate at this loyalty level, feel free to reach out to me, Celebrity. I can suggest several ideas off the top of my head, all of which are superior to this lounge. For instance, how about offering one free day of premium Wi-Fi at that cruising level? Or what about a free gelato if you're select and above? Both of these options provide infinitely more value than the lounge. So in conclusion, I am happy that Celebrity is listening to their community. This is one step in the right direction, and I encourage Celebrity Cruises to continue listening to their own customer base. Now, more changes are definitely needed, but it's reassuring to see that the voice of the celebrity community is potent, especially when amplified through the power of social media. Your voices cannot be ignored. Thank you for leaving comments, sharing your stories, and providing feedback in my videos, on Facebook, and a whole bunch of other social media platforms. As always, I'd love to hear what you think about this in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.